All right.
Hey, what is happening YouTube? Streamurmind is back with a low quality video for you. So, I've been thinking of doing this video for a while, and it's going to be more of a rant focusing on the state of BTB, but I will also talk a little bit about the new mode attrition and the lowering of the prices in the shop. But first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share this with your friends. As usual, the game is fun and the gameplay is awesome. I find attrition to be enjoyable, kind of a spiritual successor of Breakout with a VR twist. But 343 came out with a small hotfix for BTB that should resolve some of the matchmaking issues that everybody have been experiencing for over a month now. These issues are unable to join the match. If you do find a match, you have a high chance of getting dropped from the match. Lag, and other game-breaking stuff that I won't list because it will give me a fucking aneurysm. Did it work? Well, not really. I was able to find a few games where nothing weird happened, but for the most part I was still kicked out of the matchmaking with the infuriating message unable to join. This is unacceptable. It's been broken for over a month, and it's clear that 343 doesn't know what the real issue is, as they are continuing investigating to figure it out. At release, it seems like the game didn't have major issues, but as we went on with time, the cracks started showing up. I got into a few games, as I said before, but only after I tried over 10 times to try and find one. The hotfix has been around since the 19th, and I really can't say there's a difference. Now, the real question is, how is this even possible? Considering the budget and the extra time they had, how is it possible that half of what they presented in their multiplayer is fucking broken? Halo Infinite released bare bones, and these bones don't even work properly. 343 had a heavy focused marketing campaign revolving around BTB, and this crucial part of their multiplayer experience is broken. Like, really broken. 343 also came out saying that they would have fixed these issues after the Christmas holidays back in December. And guess what, 343? The holidays are finished. BTB should have been your top priority instead of you focusing on selling us some random shit in the shop that nobody asked for. I see this as very disrespectful. Now, I don't know practically anything about game development, but this seems so out of touch and out of place. They say they're listening, but they're so slow at taking action. If one of the core components of my game, a game that is going to stick around for 10 years as they say, stopped working for whatever reason right after the release, I'd be on the front line to figure out the problem. I don't know about you guys, I get it, everybody needs a rest, but before taking a break, at least make sure your shit was working properly. It comes through as lazy, and it seems like 343 doesn't care about the game. I can't play BTB, as well as thousands of players. 343 needs to understand that if a component that is so important doesn't work, people are going to look for that experience somewhere else or play something entirely different. It's not a good strategy for keeping players and get new players in. I see on social media people complaining, and they got the whole fucking right to. I am tired of these fucking games releasing broken and unfinished. If there isn't much content, at least make sure it's polished. It's obviously clear that this multiplayer wasn't ready. It's clear that 343 threw whatever worked into this season without polishing it properly. How is it that the finished product is more broken and filled with more issues than your technical preview? How do you have the courage to sell shit in your shop for such prices but have your multiplayer broken, or at least half of it? Now we got arena multiplayer, which doesn't really have major problems or game breaking bullshit for now. a theater mode that is unpolished and works like a Pontiac engine that has been rotting on the bottom of a lake, custom games that crash the game or simply don't work properly, and a BTB mode has such broken matchmaking that it seems like I'm playing MCC at release. Good shit, 343, like good shit. At least they gave us attrition though, right? Which is a small version of a battle royale, and I have to say it's pretty fun most of the times. Also, the event they presented this mode with is alright. It's not as bad as the Tenrai event when that first came out. It's the same as the winter contingency, and I am pleasantly surprised that 343 actually improved their system. They started improving it with the Tenrai event, when they finally gave us what was advertised in the battle pass and not in the shop. So bravo 343, I guess. They also lowered the prices in the shop, which I appreciate, but I still find it difficult to find a reason for buying these things. The prices are still too high, but it's an improvement, so I really can't complain, I guess. But what I do struggle to understand is why there aren't more free armor pieces for players that didn't buy the battle pass. Like, 343 has so many shitty helmets from Halo 5 that I wonder why they haven't added those as a free reward for players. Like, one or two, obviously, not all of them. But because at the moment there are only like 2 helmets you can unlock for free, and it would be better if there were a bit more, so that free players have some sort of goal. And if they don't like it, well, if they don't like the free helmets and see other better looking ones locked behind the battle pass, maybe they will convince themselves to buy the battle pass. Because the stuff that I see in the shop is very undercooked. They lowered the prices, sure, but for what I saw, it's only armor effects and like bullshit like charms. Though the quality of these items might be subjective, so I really don't want to talk too much about it, because, you know, I do see people that do like them. It seems now that we're heading towards the right direction, but I've been saying this for over 2 months to myself now. But my only concern is that they pull their shit together and fix Big Team Battle. It needs to be fixed over the next week. They need to fix it to keep the community healthy and for players to continue giving a shit. Because what it boils down in the end is community. You gotta keep your community healthy. If you keep your community happy, then you're gonna be happier, right? Stop dividing it with these bullshit. Add some modes, add more maps, do what we expect you to do, you know? Waited for this game for 6 years, and you should have delivered much more than what you did. Anyway, these are my thoughts, but let me know what you think in the comments. I love the game and I want to see it thrive, but these issues are too important to ignore, so please share this with your friends and let me know what you think. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time.